Y'all let me know the audio. Is the audio good right now? My bad. All right, I'm good now. All right. And my bad, y'all might hear some background noise and everything. My lapel mic ain't working. let me hop in the let me hop in the crib real quick. See if I can find my other lapel mic. Is that one on the charger? Nope. Same charge the whole night. All right. Got it right here. Got it right here. All right, y'all. My bad. My bad. Everybody getting ready for the activities. Let's see. Okay. All right. We about to. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. What's going on, Roy? What's going on? Hey, Drew in the building. What's up with you? What's up with you, man? It's going. It is going. See if I can set it down real quick. I apologize, y'all. Damn. I apologize, y'all. No, it ain't gonna let me do it. It ain't gonna let me do it. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, as everybody knows, that's been rocking with the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel and different platforms that I recently lost my brother. So we down here in North Carolina right now, officially laying him to rest tomorrow. It's tomorrow at 2 p.m. And it's been wild. It's been wild. The grieving process is it's going better than expected. I honestly can say. I don't think that the actuality has hit me. Oh yeah, Roy, it's a beautiful day, beautiful day, beautiful day. Couple clouds in the sky, but other than that, it's a beautiful day out here. And so it hasn't hit me, but it will. And when it does, I'll be surrounded by wonderful people such as yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Such as yourselves that will keep me comfortable, will keep me going, and everything. Angry Cowboys Fan definitely will keep me going, and I'll continue to bring that raw and uncut. I promise you. I promise you, it ain't going nowhere. But Rick will want that, and I want that too, and I know y'all want that. So let's get it going. But yo, what's going on, Slice? What's going on with you, Jared? Saying ACF Colin Cowherd again is hating on that, man. I think that's the thing to do. That's the thing to do. Because Colin Cowherd's going to get on there right now and say all this stuff. And if the Dallas Cowboys do better than expected, and then let's just say the Dallas Cowboys go to the playoffs, maybe win a wild card. I'm just throwing it out there. They win a wild card, get to the divisional, and they get bumped. He gonna talk all the crap like, "Oh, see, they just divisionally done. They just divisionally done," not realizing that you put us up against the wall before training camp even starts. You know what I'm saying? Before training camp even starts, he's on it. So, okay, you have these low expectations for the Dallas Cowboys. Cool, great. Don't have those high expectations if the Dallas Cowboys manage to go on a run to start beating those teams that y'all say we can't beat. You know what I'm saying? Don't jump on the bandwagon and be like, "Oh, the Cowboys couldn't make it this far." You didn't even expect us to get to the playoffs. You expect Brian Schottenheimer to be a one and done coach. That's what you expect. So whenever we rise above expectation, don't try to give us no lip like you said. "Oh, I knew they was just gonna be divisional and done or wild card and done in these playoffs." You didn't even think we was gonna make that. Yeah, real talk. Haters are everywhere. And Roy, you're absolutely right. We're gonna disappoint some teams. We're gonna disappoint some teams this year. And I hope, ain't no shot against you, Drew. But I hope I hope the Cowboys get to go in there and really spoil your banner raising ceremony. I really do, man. That would add to the rivalry for the Cowboys. That would add to it. Oh, I would love it. I would love it. But I believe we are going to shock some people this year. I got to look at the schedule because I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to clip my lapel mic on, but I'm not 100% sure. I have to, damn it, I have to look. But do we go to Kansas City or does Kansas City come to Dallas or Arlington? Because that honestly can make a lot of difference. You know what I'm saying? It can make a lot of difference. Big Dad, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? ACF, that's Drew 912. Oh yeah. That's Drew. That's the homie Drew. Yeah, that's the homie Drew. Kansas City plays Dallas on Thanksgiving. Yeah, we play Dallas on Thanksgiving, but is it at Dallas or is it in Kansas City? Well, Arlington or is it Kansas City? Because if it's Arlington, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I like our chances. You know what I'm saying? If it's the home game, I like our chances, especially the way we played at home last year. It's in Dallas. We going in that with a chip on our shoulder. Real talk. Everybody play, and I say our shoulders because players, fans, we go in there with a chip on our shoulder. We want that dub. You know what I'm saying? We want that win. We want the win against I mean, we want all the wins that we could possibly get, but these ones against those last year playoff opponents, that's the ones that you want. You know, and I know you don't want to drop to like a New York Giants team. No, you don't want to drop to that, but those ones that people consider the top of the top of the league, the elite of the league, and the Cowboys can beat them or make it a game that we don't go in there and get blown out. See, that I believe that's something to build off of. Let's say, there's a possibility, and you got to put it out there. You got to keep it real. There's a possibility that the Dallas Cowboys go to Lincoln Financial and they lay a goose egg. They lay a Mama, you ain't got a duck. You could, you know, it's a possibility that they could go out there and lay a goose egg. But how you lay that goose egg, how you get that L, is going to be the determining factor of the season. My thing is this: people say that if the Cowboys go in there and win, that's the determining factor. If they go in there and lose, that's the determining factor. It all depends on how you look at it. It all depends on how you look at it. If the Dallas Cowboys go to Lincoln Financial and give the Super Bowl champions a run for their money and they lose by a field goal, oh, let's build on this. Oh, let's go. Where we fall short in that game? What did we do wrong? Let's correct this so we can keep it moving. You know, hey, Super T, what's going on with you? Says, what's up, Angry Cowboys fan? How you feeling, family? I'm getting there. I'm making it. It's gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be a rough one, and I'll show y'all real quick. I'll show you real quick. Got it up in the mail. I'm a heathen. I don't even shut the door behind me. Excuse me. Go ahead, Mom. You good? Oh, okay. So you out here enjoying the live show. All right, so ended up picking this up for him. Picking that up for him. What that is, and it's cowboy blue. But what it is, got the urn inside, so he'll forever be in our presence. My mom's gonna had a bigger urn, so we'll always have him around. But man, as far as the family, we coping, and it's gonna take a long time to get over that grief, but we'll never forget him. But let's see. Hey, attention NFL, America's team always comes back tough. That's one thing too. With everything that Dak Prescott's doing right now, with everything the team is doing right now, it's like they're doing these things and the coaches aren't asking them to. The organization isn't asking them to. That builds the camaraderie with the team. That truly builds the camaraderie with the team, with the players, because the 3 and 4 letter networks and some of these Dak detractors are going to try to put the players up against each other. You know what I'm saying? That's the way to take down an empire, division from within. You can't allow that. You can't allow that. So these little trips that they're going on, getting the specialty players to go out and do drills together, run the route tree together. Like, that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see from your organization. That's what you want to see from your quarterback. That's what you want to see from the players on the team. That lets me know that there is more unity within that locker room than there was last year under Mike McCarthy. There's more unity in that locker room than there was, I believe, during Mike McCarthy's tenure as the Dallas Cowboys head coach. Oh, I hate that. I don't know if y'all can hear that big ass truck back there, but I hate that. They see somebody sitting on the porch, then they want to rev up their stuff. But anyway, yeah, man, like that's what you want to see. And the reason why other people don't want you to see it, that the reason why they're not, putting it in the news and stuff like that, is because they don't want you to see the good side. They don't want you to see the team building. Like, we should see this. The 3 and 4 letter network said nothing. And if they do say something like today or maybe Monday or something like that, then that it's somebody watching content creators, because I watched the video from Rome what was it? Yesterday, or it might have been this morning. Shout out to Rome, where he was talking about it, and it was like nobody covered this. Like, nobody covered this retreat that Dak Prescott, the quarterbacks, everybody went on to build the camaraderie on the team. But they damn sure would have reported it if something happened, if somebody didn't show up, or if a fight broke out during that. Oh, they would have reported that because it makes us look bad. You know what I'm saying? It makes us look bad. And everybody knows that with every Dallas Cowboys fan, there's 3 to 4 Dallas Cowboys haters. Real talk. Real talk. But what's going on, Nelson? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Okay, what are we talking about, Drew? What are we talking about? Because Dak is 18-24 against teams over 500, does not win in big games. Real rap. I really truly believe that us as a team does not win in big games. I mean, there's some notable games that we have won and everything, like that Detroit Lions game. As much as people want to say, not last year because we just got dog walked, but I'm talking about the year before, the 2023 game. People want to talk about it was close and, oh, y'all barely won. Like, we had that in the wraps until the referee called a phantom tripping call on, I believe it was Peyton Hendershot. We had that in the wraps because the only thing that we had to get, which we got on that play, was a first down. And the rest of it was just nailing the ball down. But they called that, and it made the Dallas Cowboys have to punt and give the Detroit Lions a chance to actually score, which they did. So miss me with that. Anyway. Oh, shoot, Michael J. said it's Super Bowl this year. Nah, we ain't talking like that. We ain't gonna talk like that. Like, we got to see what we got out on this field. Like, we know we have a sense of what we have when it comes to the 90-man roster, but all 90 men ain't going out there. All 90 of them ain't going out there. It's going to be 53. Then you got the 16 on the practice squad. Other than that, like, that's all you got to work with. So we got to go into training camp and get the best of the best. I said it in one of my last videos. It's just like everybody's subject. Everybody's subject now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's subject to lose their job. That's the mentality that you got to have. You got to be able to go into training camp like with the fear in your head, like, oh man, if I mess up, I could lose my job. Right now, I have a feeling like Dak Prescott. Oh, sorry about that. My mic fell. Hold on, let me put my mic back on. All right. My bad, y'all. My bad. So you got like Dak Prescott that, all right, your job secure. You're $60 million man, your job secure. Let's say CD Lamb, job secured. Micah Parsons job secured. Nah, man, forget that. What we need to do, we need to go in there. We need to draft players that can take those players' spots. You slip up, your job is gone. I don't care if you're making $60 million or not. You slip up, you regress bad, you're on the bench. Whether you playing in the game or you sitting on the bench, we still got to pay you $60 million. So if somebody could come in there and shine you up, then you're going to lose your job. Same with Micah Parsons. Same with CD Lamb. There needs to be true competition. And I like what Brian Schottenheimer is doing as far as, the ping pongs and the free throws and everything is a competition. You know what I'm saying? Everything within the Cowboys organization now is a competition. What really needs to be a competition is the positions. Don't let nobody feel comfortable. Complacency is the devil. You never want to be complacent. You never want to sit stagnant. And I feel that's what the Cowboys have done. They've sat stagnant when they could get better at positions. I mean, even with the Michael Gallup getting injured and everything, we stayed stagnant, figuring he could, pull his weight again, which he couldn't. And all the luck to him in Washington this year. But it really needs to be, don't preach competition to me. Don't preach competition to me. And then we go into training camp and there really ain't no competition except for like the offensive and defensive line. Everybody needs to be susceptible. That healthy fear in the organization has been missing for years. And I believe like even that competition was had in Tony Romo's last games. Like he got injured, he came back, he had that beautiful drive, and then there was like a ceremonious send off to Tony Romo. Have this one drive. He went out there and he balled in that drive because he knew his job was on the line or his job was almost gone. So he went out there and he touchdown. I still got it. Y'all making a mistake. But I believe that with Dak Prescott, we have fallen into another wonderful quarterback situation. But that's neither here nor there. I saw Joe Milton as QB1 in the chat. I saw that, and I'm not going to diminish Joe Milton's abilities because we only have one game to really work off of, and that was a game toward the end of the season where Buffalo really didn't have anything to lose. And he did his due. Kudos, congratulations. Hopefully that can translate to the Dallas Cowboys team. I'm not going to sit up here and go Milton versus Prescott because Prescott's going to win that every single time. But what I want from this young man, what I want for him to do is to get in there and to be that threat behind Dak Prescott. Be that threat that like, yo, I love you, bro, but if you slip up, your job is mine. Like, I just feel that healthy competition, which is another key word in the Cowboys organization now, competition. I feel that competition, will be healthy for the Dallas Cowboys. So I really love that. I really love the competition. Oh boy, we here arguing. Hey, Alan, what's going on with you? Man, it's hot as a mofo down here. It is hot in the Carolinas. Dak is who he is. He reached his plateau. Game manager, quarterback. Okay. But I mean, the quarterbacks that are really getting to the Super Bowl, except for Patrick Mahomes, are game managers. Would you agree with that? I mean, you have all rights to feel if you feel Jalen Hurts is an elite level quarterback that can put the entire team on his back, like people expect Dak to do, or a Lamar Jackson, or even a Josh Allen. Because all those other people, like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, they ain't got what you want either. They don't have what you want. They don't have a Super Bowl championship under their belt.
Jay gonna stay
here? Yeah, I'm gonna stay here for this run.
You gonna do the video now? Yeah, so we can get it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm also putting together a slideshow for my brother. You know, the funeral home wanted a slideshow done, and I was like, man, nah, I ain't gonna just leave it to the funeral home when I do this pretty much for a living. Um, so I put together a slideshow, and at the end of the slideshow, my brother was a fine believer in never saying goodbye. Like he didn't want to say goodbye. Like he would always be like, later. I'm like, all right, Rick, later. So I'm having, you know, friends, family, whoever send me videos just saying, Rick, later, later, bro, like a 3 to 5 second video. So they're over there working on that one now for my mom. It's coming out really well. I did a separate slideshow for his daughters, for dad, and I made it Avengers themed. So it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. He loved Avengers. And my sister put together a collage of her surprising us for our first ever cruise on Norwegian. So yeah, man, it's turning out it's going to be a wonderful celebration, and obviously everybody in here is probably lost someone, so they know that it's going to be very emotional. But as far as the send off, it's going to be one of those send offs that you just know that yeah, Rick is approving. Rick has approved. Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm happy for that. I'm obviously sad that he's not here, but I truly feel that we are representing him as a family very well. Very well. But I appreciate everybody who prayed, who gave their condolences, who thought of our family during this time, who thought of me. I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all really, from the bottom of my heart, y'all don't know, but y'all are helping me cope. Like real talk. Y'all are helping me cope. Y'all are helping me actually stay strong in this situation. Real talk, man. I can't stress that enough. I thank y'all for that because it's y'all that give me the strength to even go live. If y'all saw the live before when I opened up, I'm scared of this shit. But it's y'all, it's your conversation, it's your well wishes. It's like even some of the people that come in and give some of the pushback. That's why I mess with Dak Delusional. Because at the end of the day, Dak Delusional is like, yo, all jokes aside, man, my condolences. You know, so it's y'all, it's truly y'all that really gives me the strength and the courage and the ability to come on here and to share this with y'all. It is a very vulnerable situation, but I feel like we family, and y'all can't be at the service tomorrow, so I'm gonna keep y'all up to date. Like real talk. But let's get back to the Cowboys talk. Get back to the Cowboys talk. Saquon Barkley, the real MVP. Yo, I don't understand. I don't understand. But the thing is, Super Bowl MVP. Like, yes, he's the MVP of the league. Yes, he's the MVP of the league. So I do get it. I can't say I don't understand. I do get it. He was the MVP of the league during the regular season, which he was. Like, that offense was Saquon Barkley, but in a healthy way, not like a New York Giants way. It's Saquon Barkley. They got to the playoffs and people were like, we got to shut Saquon Barkley down. So, especially in the Super Bowl, that's what they aim to do. And they did a pretty good job of it. The Cowboys, when we played them, we did a pretty good job of shutting Saquon Barkley down. But in those critical moments, and this is where a lot of people get it twisted as far as the abilities of the quarterback and what the quarterback should and shouldn't do, in those particular moments where the offense wasn't really gelling through the normal ways that they were beating people in the regular season, they changed. They had a plan B. And their plan B was, all right, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dotson, the one that they got from Washington. Like, yo, now it's time for you guys to do what you do. And they did what they did, and they're Super Bowl champions for it. The Dallas Cowboys go into the regular season like it's all on the arm of the quarterback. Like, that's what we do. And I say we because it's the star, it's the brand, you know? That first game, Drew, like, I don't think I can, like, go down and check the stats, but I believe it was the first game. Like the second game, y'all did us dirty. What do you mean? Yeah, the second game y'all did us dirty. I believe it was the first game that we kind of kept Saquon Barkley in check. It wasn't like he had 0 yards, but he didn't have all that crazy yards. Like, see, now you got me wanting to go. You got me wanting to go check that. You know what I'm saying? You made me just fit what I was talking about too. Yeah, man. But nah, it's just like at those particular moments. That's what I was talking about. Those particular moments when it's time for another plan, a plan B to step up. We don't have it because our plan A, our plan B, our plan C, our plan D, A, K. And it shouldn't be that way. And I didn't even do it like that. That just came to the head. Nah, but our plan B through F is Dak Prescott. Thank you, Hoodie Kush. Thank you, Hoodie Kush. Saquon Barkley has 66 yards that game. We kept him in check. But the plan B, which is Jalen Hurts. All right, Jalen, we need you to go in there and help win this game. All right, AJ Brown, it's on you now. You know, you want to talk that talk like you wasn't getting the ball earlier. You're gonna get the ball now. You're gonna get the ball now. And they delivered. What happens when the Dallas Cowboys go into the playoffs and the only line of offense they have is Dak Prescott? What happens when the defensive coordinator comes in and is like, yeah, we're going to shut down your run. We're going to shut down your pass. We're going to shut that down. You're going to have to beat us with the run. And we don't have a run. What happens? More pressure on the pass game. That's what happens. And when you have more pressure on the pass game, what happens? Interceptions. People talk like man, I look at those games and people talk as if like it was an abnormality. Like it was an abnormality. Like, whoa, I can't believe it. Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions. Like, what else were we gonna do? Especially when and I give that year kind of like a pass, like, yeah, Dak, you could have done more. But that San Francisco 49ers year when Tony Pollard hurt himself, like our run game was okay, it's getting all right. It's getting all right. Then he hurt himself. It's like, oh, we're done. We're done. Because we have to go to passing and they're just gonna key on it. Like, so this is something that, and I hope what Brian Schottenheimer's talking about, I hope that it's right. I hope that he's on point as far as marrying the run with the pass, because we need it. We need a plan B. We got to have a plan B going into the playoffs. And I don't mean to blow everything in the regular season and show your whole hand during the regular season so that they know what they have to scheme against in the playoffs. Be spontaneous. Like I said, I've gone on record by saying that if I was a coach during the regular season, we would be working on the regular season plays. We would be working on the regular season plays, but we would have an entirely different playbook for the playoffs. Oh man, they think we're gonna do this out of a bunch set, but we go to something completely different. Like, man, yeah. But a lot of people, a lot of coaches love to do, they love to do simple but effective, simple but effective. Like I think we saw with Mike Nolan, people say like he completely sucked. And I just think that he was trying to throw a little bit too much on the team and they really weren't getting it. So I know people say simplify it, but it's time to be a little complex because simple ain't gonna get us to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Simple ain't gonna get us there. You. Hey, Mary, what's going on? Hey, Mary, what's going on? All right. I hope Sade's run plan is a difference maker this year, because if Mike McCarthy was still head coach, he would shoot down all the plays. You see, that's my thing. That's my thing. And I believe that even happened in Seattle as well. Like I believe Pete Carroll was more like, all right, let's let Russell cook. Let's let Russell Wilson cook. Let's get the ball to Russell Wilson. And Shotty was like, let's run the ball. Let's just run the ball. And that ended up biting them in the ass. Y'all remember that Super Bowl where they was like on the 2 yard line, and they chose to pass a slant instead of run the ball with Marshawn. Or what was his name? Marshawn Lynch? Yeah. Like, man, you run the ball at that point. But I don't think was that Shoddy in Seattle at that point. I don't think it was. I got to do my research. I'm just going off the top of the dome. But yeah, I hope the run game that Brian Schottenheimer brings to the fold will he what he brings to the fold will change the dynamic for the Dallas Cowboys, because it just opens everything. And the main word of this season needs to be compliment. Compliment. Yeah, I know we got aggression. I know we got, competitiveness, but we got to compliment. This team has to compliment each other, because it hasn't complimented each other in years. And the fans expect a Super Bowl out of a team that can't even get along. You know what I'm saying? So it needs to complement. The run game needs to complement the pass game, and the offense needs to complement the defense. I don't like. I mean, I really don't care. But some people say like the best offense is a great defense, but I'm saying like the best defense is a great offense, because the offense can be out on the field chewing up the time of possession. The offense can be giving the defense a breather, so when the defense has to go in there and they're up 7 and pinning their ears back, they can do it. You know, that's what I truly feel. So I feel that a great defense is an even better is a great offense. It complements each other. Like it makes the machine run. You can't have one part of the machine running at 50% while the other one's running at 100 and expect 100% result. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. So we got to complement each other when it comes to this season. And I feel like with Connor Riley, Clayton Adams, working with the offensive line, Clayton Adams still being that offensive coordinator, so he's gonna have some say in the scheme. I feel with his knowledge of the offensive line that they're gonna scheme some dope rushing attacks, some dope running lanes, so that a Jadon Blue. I'm looking at training camp. I'm kind of hoping that Phil Maffa hits this team, that he makes this team, and so does Jadon Blue. But I'm also hoping for Deuce Vaughn too. So man, yeah, and Jay Toya, he's fired too as a rookie. Yeah, man. I hope he just jumps off the page. I hope he jumps off the page. I hope that Jay's able to be like, man, you should have drafted me earlier, because this is what I can contribute to this team. I hope he can be not even that refrigerator in the middle of the defensive line. I want him to be that refrigerator, but also be agile, also be able to shed the blocks, shed the double team, so he can get to the quarterback. Like that's what I'm hoping for him. Like that underestimated. What was he like? Was he fifth or no? He wasn't fifth because we moved up in the fifth. Was he like sixth or seventh? But anyway, I have to look at that. But I hope that he does rise to the occasion, that he's able to make an impact. I don't expect him to go in, game one and just all right, our bam, you know, our our defensive line is taken care of. Dang, these bugs be killing me. I'm gonna have to go inside, man. Landing on my thumb and shit. All right. All right, we inside. Yeah, it's weird, y'all. I'm switching gears real quick. I'm talking about my brother again, but it's weird, like being here and you know when he was here, like I wake up in the morning and come out. Oh, he was a seventh rounder. See, See, oh, you got to go to work, said, all right, man. Yo, if you ain't busy, I think we'll be done by at least like 7:38 ish. So if you want to swing by, you can, bro. You can. We here. But yeah, it's weird being here without him. I would come out of the room that we sleep in, me and my wife. I would come out and he'd be sitting on the couch, and we had this thing, y'all, and it was a thing amongst me, Rick, Sin Spin, like my homie that's in here, um, my homie Kentel, John. Like we had this thing that we called each other bitch. I would keep it a buck. Like we would start the conversation off like that. So you might see a clip on, TikTok or something where he called me and like, yo, what's up, bitch? That's just us. That's just us. But I would see that, I would come out of the room in the morning, he'd look at me, he'd say that. But it's just weird not, him not being here. And here's that backdrop that I use for the videos that I use for making Angry Cowboys fan videos when I do a sit down. I got my mic and stuff right here. You know, I'm trying to work on videos, but at the same time I'm really plugging away at the funeral stuff. Like my wife and my mom have been soldiers. His daughters have been soldiers, man. Sisters been soldiers. But and so I really want to take this time. Like, if you got a sibling, if you anybody, I don't care if they blood, like check on them. You know what I'm saying? Like check on them. That's one of the real reasons why I'm like, we can have nice debates here. We can definitely have great talk, but I want it to build our knowledge of the game of football. But you never know what somebody's going through. You feel me? Like you never know what somebody's going through. They could be having the worst time of their lives, and they come to a channel such as mine or such as J Tux or Law Nation. I don't have to go down the whole list. Mark Holmes, and if I don't go down the whole list, I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. But they can go to those channels and feel a type of refuge, like they can just escape. That's why I don't like talking about politics in here, because man, we're trying to escape, just focus on Cowboys. But yeah, I just hate that. I hate when a person will come in and taint the comment section and then talk bad about a person, not knowing what that person's going through. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing what that person's going through. There's been some real brave, some real strong people in the Angry Cowboys fan family that when I made the announcement that that my family had lost Rick, um, there was some sharing their stories with me, sharing their testimonials, how they lost their people. And it was a comforting thought to know that those people, there's one of them said, your channel helped me get through it. And that hit my heart. That just warmed my heart. And that's why I'm like, yeah, not only did I help you through it, but y'all are helping me through it. And I thank you every day. I thank you. I may not put out a video because I'm up in the air and everything. I'm traveling. I'm in the car going down to the funeral home. I'm doing these things with the family, and I can't make a video every day. And I hope you guys understand and can forgive me for that. But I think this was another reason for this impromptu live that we had to go on, because I just didn't want you guys to feel that I was neglecting. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want you to feel like, oh man, Angry Cowboy fan, we ain't heard from him in a minute. Like the family dealing, y'all know. And once he's laid to rest and life goes back to somewhat normalcy, me going back up to VT, I think this is going to keep me busy. Angry Cowboys Fan is gonna keep me busy. So if there might be a time where y'all get like 2, 3 videos, just know that your man's coping. I am coping. And what I couldn't think of a better way, you know, to cope than to be rocking with family, to be rocking with my Cowboys family, my family, you know. So yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, that is super dope, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. All right, man. I'm checking y'all messages out. All right. I'm so glad I got to be with my siblings when they passed and got to let them know how much I love them. It's hard sometimes when you have no siblings left, no matter what age. Man, super duper right. Super duper right, man. Like started life out. I was the youngest kid of 4, so I'm the youngest kid. Is my sister, my 2 sisters, then fell Rick, then me. And back when I was 16, I lost my oldest sister, Tia. She passed. And that was hard on me. That was hard on the entire family. That was definitely hard on my sister because both my sisters they were tight. They were tight. So that really hurt her. But the thing is that my sister has had to be the strong one like her whole life. So she had to be the strong one for that too. But then you had the younger brothers, Rick and myself, and we were tight. We were tight like that, you know. So my sister lost her tight best friend in her older sister, and I lost my tight best friend in my older brother. So it sucks. It definitely does suck. Um, and that's kind of my ultimate fear too. I don't know if you ever seen the movie The Green Mile. uh, Tom Hanks's character, he was cursed for often John Coffey, and what I mean cursed is he was cursed to have to see every single one of his loved ones pass away before him. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to be the last one here. Nah, but we're gonna do what the Lord has in store for us. My family gonna do what the Lord has in store for it. We all are gonna do what the Lord has in store for us. So what I want to do is hopefully continue to make him proud, him, her. Hopefully continue to make my brother proud and everybody up there watching the Heavens movie. And I just think I'm like, I know my brother out there at the basketball court with a basketball in his hand, watching Kobe Bryant, talking about I got next. Bro, Kobe gonna wax you up there. He gonna mop you, so don't get mad. But yeah, man, I just think of it like I feel like my brother's up there in heaven that he's playing 1-on-1 with Kobe Bryant. Like he about to go see a concert with Michael Jackson and Prince. That's how I feel. And I think that's what really gives me comfort. It gives me comfort in knowing that, telling myself that maybe a coping mechanism, but damn it is my coping mechanism. But dang, Vinny, you came in here on violence. Vinny came in, he said, F them birds. Yeah, I mean, as a Cowboys fan, I feel really like I am more of the Cowboys fan that sees everything. I'm not like fuck the birds. When we play, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say the whole word, but I'm not like F them birds. I can't sleep, unless somebody twist an ankle out in training camp. Like I told y'all, I used to root for the NFC to win the Super Bowl. If the Dallas Cowboys got bumped, I would root for another NFC East team. And if the NFC East didn't make it to, like the NFC East was knocked out, I would I would root for the NFC to bring home the championship, to bring the championship to the NFC side. Pro Bowls, I root for the NFC. So to some Cowboys fans, like this rivalry between the Philadelphia Eagles, and Philadelphia Eagles fans, let's keep it a buck. This rivalry is like it gets kind of dumb to keep it a buck. It does, man, because it bars a lot of good people from building with each other. It puts us on opposite sides, even though we are already on opposite sides because we like different teams. It's just it's an unnecessary division again. You know, and then people take it to heart. F you, I'm an Eagles fan. F you and your Cowboys. Like, whoa, I don't even know you. What you mean is F me? And we got 44 people in here with 40 likes. I truly appreciate y'all. That's dope. That's dope. But when we get on the field, it is that. You know what I'm saying? When we get on the field, when it's the week that we about to play, it is that. When I look at the calendar and see when we play the Philadelphia Eagles, it is that. You know what I'm saying? For those weeks. But that doesn't mean that, the Eagles come in and they lose to the Cowboys, that I can't have a conversation with an Eagles fan. Or the Cowboys come in and they lose to the Eagles, that I can't talk to an Eagles fan. I just feel that's kind of weak sauce, if you ask me. It's weak. You know what I'm saying? You can have the rivalry, do the rivalry, but just know that the rivalry ends. The rivalry ends because you got these same players that go out there and dap it up and they trade their jerseys off with each other. Yo, I'll holler at you later, bro. I'll holler. We're gonna go out to dinner. Wow, we ready to throw hands at each other because of the team. Bro, come on. Drew said, he said we can put in boots to ass week 1. All I'm saying is good luck, bro. That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna go in here and say, yo, we about to go in there. We about to. I don't know what we about to do. But all I know is I got faith in my Cowboys that we gonna do something. That we ain't gonna go out there and just allow these teams to run over us. We got something up our sleeve. And I ain't gonna be the one to tell everybody what it is, because right now I don't know. But all I do know is when that week comes, it's gonna be F the Eagles, but at the same time, it's not gonna be F them people. That's the difference. That's the difference. I hate to get on here to preach, but I'm realizing now, with the loss of my brother, that time is short. Time is all we got, and we ain't got much of it. So I ain't gonna spend all my time arguing with somebody that doesn't think how I think. I spend my time giving my raw and uncut, hearing y'all raw and uncut, coming together and building as Cowboys fans, building as football fans. I'll do that. But that's why I don't now entertain really the Dak Prescott hatred. I make a video or two a year on that topic specifically to let you know where I stand. But as far as having the conversation about it and arguing with people on X and Facebook and Dak, isn't it? That's your beliefs, bro. That's your beliefs. That's not mine. You are fully capable and able to go ahead and put it in the comment section, but it's like when I feel your intentions are negative, then you might get booted. Just saying. Just saying. But how many How many NFC Championship games have I experienced? 3. I experienced 3. Yeah, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? He's been elite in the regular season and bad against the Niners and started the Green Bay game and good in the Seattle game, the Tampa Bay game. But you see how that gets reported. That gets reported like, let's talk about the bad ones that he has. The good ones, man, nah. You're talking about an aging Tom Brady, even though a week before you'll hear that same talking head say, you can't count Brady out. You can't count him out. A team that has Tom Brady on it, they're Super Bowl contenders. But when the Cowboys beat him, Tom Brady, he was aging. He was leaving the NFL anyway. Like, oh, okay. I bet if Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or even Justin Herbert had that victory, oh, man, they still be talking about it today. Dak Prescott can't even get a victory like Justin Herbert. Like, man, it's crazy. Vinny, you right. You right. He is our quarterback. I mean, yeah, Drew. Yeah, Drew, man. Like, it does hurt. It does hurt that a fan hasn't been able to experience an NFC championship or a Super Bowl championship. It does hurt. But my thing is this: as far as Super Bowl champions, you knew exactly how they feel. You knew exactly how we felt now, but you knew that 2017 since the establishment of the Philadelphia Eagles. From like y'all was like 1952, I think. But I'm saying 1960, 1963, the establishment of the NFL, Philadelphia Eagles didn't have a taste of a Super Bowl. Fans didn't have a taste of a Super Bowl until 2018. So I guess where my issue lies is that when you're king of the mountain, let's not act like the team has been the standard, because it hasn't. You have had a great run this time. You had a great run this time, and it capitalized in the ultimate prize. Be happy in that. But I feel like Philadelphia Eagles fans are more happy that the fact that the Dallas Cowboys didn't do it more than they're happy at the fact that they did do it. Like, man, I wouldn't be out there like trying to rub Cowboys inefficiencies. If I was a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I wouldn't be rubbing Cowboys inefficiencies in their face, or like, I'd be like, yep, we the Super Bowl champions. We the Super Bowl champions. I'd do that. But it's like, why would you even concern yourself with like a Brian Schottenheimer situation? Like talking about Brian Schottenheimer. I even said that to Cowboys fans last year when they joked about Kellen Moore. That's documented, y'all, man. You can go back to Mark Holmes. You can go back to his channel. I said it on there. Like, y'all discrediting Kellen Moore like he can't get nothing done. I kind of toned that down. And he showed that this past year with leading an offense to a Super Bowl and winning. Like, yes, the front office was dogs in what they did, but the front office was dogs in what they did to make the coaches dogs in what they do to make the players dogs in what they do. Complementary football. Didn't I say we was going to talk about complementary? That compliment is a key word that the Dallas Cowboys need to learn. Damn, it's funny how these conversations go full circle. I love it. I love it. See? And Drew, I say that, and people, we ain't nothing like the Eagles. We ain't nothing like the Eagles. Like, yo, temper that. Like, Nick Sirianni was a first-time head coach. And within his first contract, he won the organization the damn Super Bowl. Now Brian Schottenheimer's he's apparently the one that can't get it done, that can't do it, that has more odds of a one and done season than Man, see, that's the haterade. That's the haterade. That's the haterade. We beat Eagles more times than the Eagles in the past decade. The Birds won in spite of their coaching. I mean, I don't know, because the Philadelphia Eagles, the issues that I was hearing, and I ain't watching content creators of the Eagles and stuff like that. I may follow Bronson on Twitter, but from what I understood is that the issue was with, like, dang, we running the ball all the damn time. Like, can we pass? Or at training camp, the issue was getting acclimated to Kellen Moore's new system. But they put that stuff to the side and they won a Super Bowl. Like, when they got to the playoffs, like I said earlier, it was like, okay, you're up. And AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and all them and Jalen Hurts delivered. Like, they had the pieces put in place. They had players playing for each other and not playing for themselves. Like, I say as of right now, and don't kill the messenger, because I just keep it real. The Eagles do have the formula on how to win a Super Bowl championship, because they did it. They didn't luck into that. So instead of being that type of opposition that says, F the opposition, we don't care nothing about them, be that opposition that studies your opposition. Study them. See what they did right. You know what I'm saying? See what they, hey, John, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? Oh, you give me you give five to 10 years at most, and then they're gonna fall right back off the map. Yo, it happens to every team. It does. I don't care what anybody says. That, like, yeah, you got your tenure on the top, you got your little dynasty on the top, but every team comes crashing down. It's just a matter of how long you gonna stay on top, how long people gonna get hit to it. So look what we've done compared to Dallas in the last 30 years. You haven't done much because you only won your first Super Bowl in 2018. Like, and people will say, because I will say second place sucks. Second place, there's no place for second place in competition. People will say, oh, well, you say that, so why do people keep saying that Dak Prescott was the second in MVP voting? It's because, like, if you weren't saying that Dak Prescott was ass, people wouldn't have to come out with any type of defense in order to defend that he's not ass. Like, and that's one of those defense mechanisms, is that he was second in MVP voting. So, yeah, I kind of get it. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, they said can't wait for the Birds to fall. That'd be nice. But look at what we've done in the past 30 years. Look at what you've done in your team's existence. Let's not cut it off. Let's not cut it off. Let's not make a a bracket to where when we doing good, we gonna show it, but when we doing bad, we suck. We suck. We ain't gonna show it. Don't do that. Your team's existence. You may have a lot of NFC championship appearances, but you do have a lot of NFC championship losses. All I'm saying is that everybody's franchise suffers at a point. Like, the way people talk is that they expect the Dallas Cowboys to be in the NFC championship every single year. It ain't the fact that oh, it's been 30 years. It's been 30 years since a Super Bowl victory. Like, okay. What about the Washington Commanders? Super Bowl victory. Go check the last time that they won a Super Bowl. I believe the Dallas Cowboys won one after them. So nobody reports that oh, the Washington Commanders are on a 31-year, 32-year drought from the Super Bowl. But they'll report that the Dallas Cowboys are on a 30-year drought. You know what I'm saying? They won't report that it took the Kansas City Chiefs 50 years to get back to prominence. You won't talk about it took you when was the Philadelphia Eagles established? It took you from when you were established all the way to 2018. 2018. And now you've won 2 Super Bowls. You're still the lowest man on the totem pole in the NFC East, Drew. Not you as not you as you. Let's not get that twisted. But the Eagles. I say the Eagles. Let me stop saying personalize it because it ain't personal. I'm talking about the Eagles. But like, if it were me and I was talking about being a part of a dynasty, being a part of a elite organization, and for what it's worth, the Dallas Cowboys are an elite organization. They are. What's going on, Richard? How you doing, man? It's an elite organization. If I had a choice between the Dallas Cowboys or the Philadelphia Eagles, I would go to the Dallas Cowboys. Ain't nobody getting announcer jobs like that from the Eagles. Ain't nobody getting these endorsement deals like that from the Eagles. I remember Eagles fans like, yeah, Jalen Hurts just got picked up by Jordan. Like, Dak Prescott been with Jordan. What does that mean? It doesn't mean nothing. Let's just keep it moving. Let's prove it on the field. And Jalen Hurts has been able to prove it on the field. Great. But let's not act as if the Philadelphia Eagles, even in the past 30 years, have been the standard, because the standard was Kansas City, and before Kansas City, the standard was New England. AFC teams. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, yeah, Buffalo Bills. We talk about the Buffalo Bills. Like, I remember they were having a segment on First Take, and Stephen A. Smith was like, we don't talk about the Buffalo Bills. You know why? Because nobody cares. Nobody cares. They care about the Dallas Cowboys. Whether you care if the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl or you care if the Dallas Cowboys go 0-17 every single year, you care about the Cowboys. Oh, they go to Popo. What's up? You care about the Dallas Cowboys. Because honestly, I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, either you care about the Dallas Cowboys or you care about me. I'll keep it a buck. You care about me. I ain't going to say, Eagles fan or Niners fan or something. Y'all, why you here? This is a Cowboys channel. Nah, man, I appreciate the support, and everything. I appreciate the support. Oh yeah, that makes me think. And we just babbling right now. I'm hot and mug out here. We just babbling. How can you consider yourself for the past 30 years? It just made me think of how could you consider yourself the standard? I want to know. Hey, Naomi Sports Junkie in the building. What's going on with you, fam? What's going on with you, man? We definitely got to get up. Like I said, once stuff come back to semi-normal, I'll be on board for whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on board for whatever. But it's just been this past, and excuse me, the allergies are kicking in. But it's just been this past month, May going into June, that has been real hectic. But I think, the finality of laying my brother to rest tomorrow, it'll get me back in shape. It'll get me back ready to flow with this work. So y'all stay tuned. Facts Over Feelings gonna come back at you. But it has been me with everything that I've been dealing with in my family. You know what I'm saying? I want to put that out there. It's been me and what's been going on with my brother and my family while you haven't seen Facts Over Feelings. Like, it ain't like, yo, you still rocking with sports? Yes. That's my brother. So, Facts Over Feelings is going to continue to happen. I just got to get back to some. I got to get back to some sense of normalcy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the prayers. Who's smoking on the pack? Who's smoking on the pack? And see, that's another thing about down south. I don't know how many of y'all live down south. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all live down south. But it's beautiful out and it's thundering. It's beautiful out and it's thundering. I'm like, what is going on? Like, dang. Oh yeah, and Drew, I was in your neck of the woods. I had a layover in Philly. That airport. That airport is nothing to mess with. I don't like it. Like, we took the smallest plane that I have ever ridden on out of Philly. Oh yeah, let's talk about this real quick, Cowboys Nation. What games y'all going to? Because me and my wife were looking at games, and like I told y'all before, we got family down in the Plano, Trinidad area. So we were thinking about taking a trip down there and seeing family. You know, also going to the Playmakers. You know, going there to eat as well as going to a game. So when y'all going to the game, he said, "Stop them cheap flights." Yeah, yo, that's what I was thinking. Yo, I was in that airport like, man, do I have to duck walking through this mother? Like, nah, because I got to the plane. I'm like, dang, man, I ain't never been on a plane that has, you know, on the right side 2 seats and on the left side 1 seat. I'm like, dang, the president's plane is bigger than this shit. But hey, and I'm the type of dude. I'm like, when it's time for takeoff, I shut the window. I don't want to see that. When it's time to land, I shut the window. I don't want to see that either. Because all I need to see is us veering off the no. Nope. But yeah, man, Philly's airport kind of bugged me out, man. And I sported my Dallas Cowboys hat. Ain't nobody say a word. You better not say a word in the airport. Security will get you. But anyway, especially if you're 30 years old and never seen your team in an NFC championship game, it hurts. But what's up with the NFC? What's up with the NFC championship though? Because my thing is this, like, if it becomes the NFC championship, then it's gonna become the Super Bowl. Like if and when the Dallas Cowboys make it to an NFC championship, then the goalpost is going to be moved. Y'all ain't made it to a Super Bowl in 31 years. Y'all ain't made it to a Super Bowl. Y'all ain't got a Super Bowl victory. But like a couple years ago, it was NFC championship. Like, that's why I say second sucks. Second sucks. Second is something you can build off of, but it ain't something that you want to build everything off of. Yeah, dog, we second place. Complacency. Can't have that. Can't have that. Man, also, like, speaking of Super Bowl, like, were the Eagles talking about Super Bowl like that before 2018? That was then. That was then. You can't talk about 2018. That was then. Oh, y'all last one was 1995. Why are you going into our past, but we can't dig into yours? So let's just start playing the game for today. Y'all won the championship. Y'all won the championship last year. Y'all deserve. Y'all got bragging rights. It's all love. But as far as going back into the 30-year era and stuff like that, like, bro, you can say what you want to say as far as NFC championship appearances, but there was nothing like being a Dallas Cowboy. I don't care how many NFC championships y'all got between your establishment in '62 to your eventual Super Bowl in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. It took y'all time. We have been to the mountaintop. 5 times been to the mountaintop. I don't give a damn if it was 2025 or 2000 or 200 BC. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. The And that's what I mean about the franchise being an illustrious elite franchise, because this Dallas Cowboys franchise has been on the has been the topic of discussion as far as being contenders in their franchise's existence. They're expected. The Cowboys are expected to be there. Like, man, even that year where y'all had that slide and lost the NFC East to the Cowboys, like they were giving the Eagles excuses. Like, oh man, this happened, you can't have this happen, the injuries, and da, 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 da. All that shit was out the window for the Cowboys last year. All that was out the window. It was like the Cowboys suck. The Cowboys suck. Forget all the injuries. The Cowboys suck. Like I said, you will have 3 Cowboys haters compared to 1 Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Jeremy. Yeah, let me see. Excuse me. Last time I was on a plane coming from Utah. Window. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I looked out the window, and right on the wing they have these little things that's sticking off, and that mug was shaking like it wanted to fall off. I was like, shoot. Let me shut this because I want to see this. Like, man, I wanted it to be a surprise if something happens. But I ain't gonna talk like that. Knock on wood, because I gotta get back on that mug. But yeah, I just like, that's just my thing. Like, everybody has their moments where they're at the top. It's just when that happens, when the organization's able to put together those pieces in order to do that. And I get sick and tired of, yes, the Super Bowl is what you want. It is the ultimate prize, but it is not the thing that dictates whether you are a bum or not. It doesn't. It doesn't. You can't make me feel that it does, because it doesn't. Like, you got dope quarterbacks that never won a Super Bowl, that never even got there, that never got to taste that. But here we are. Oh, the Cowboys can't make it to a Super Bowl. It ain't that easy. Just like it took you to 2018 to get one. It's not that easy. But in the 70s, we got one. Didn't get one in the 80s. It took us a while. Got one. Got 3 in the 90s. You know, we got 2 in the 70s, 3 in the 90s. And because we don't, what is it? Because the Cowboys don't get one every decade, where it's like, the Cowboys suck. They can't make it to the Super Bowl. Like, damn, it just took you nearly 50 years to get to the Super Bowl. But 30 is too long. Come on, make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's a storyline. It's a narrative that the 3 and 4 letter networks came up with, that these people, they run with. Because you can't tell me that somebody was sitting in their room one time just calculating how long it'd been for the Dallas Cowboys to not make it to the Super Bowl, except for a talking head or a producer. Wasn't no regular average Joe just being like, well, damn, Cowboys ain't made it to the Super Bowl in 25 years. Unless you're a Cowboys fan, you're like, damn, we ain't made it to the Super Bowl in 25 years. Hey, Poobie, what's up, man? What's up, ACF? How you holding up? Man, trying my best. Trying to stay busy. Like, I have this picture in my room. It's like a movie poster, and it's of my other YouTube channel that I co-run, Splatter Talk Cinema, and it's me, my boy Sin, and my brother Rick. So Rick's picture is like right there. Every time I look to the right, he's staring at me. He's staring at me. What's up, JB? What's going on? He's staring at me. So I look at him, and every time I look at him, I say something to him. I know obviously he can't respond and everything, but I just talk to him like I have a normal conversation with him. And I feel in my heart that I know what his response is. So that's been kind of helping me. I know, like, if I do that in public, somebody might think I'm crazy. I went to the dispensary before I left to come down here to North Carolina, and kind of broke down at the dispensary because I looked in my wallet and I forgot I put a picture of him as an angel in my wallet, and I kind of broke down. And so it's been up and downs. It's been you know, rough. See if I can show y'all the and it's hot to the mofo down here. So let's see. Yeah, that picture right there. I saw that and I kind of broke down. Oh, I'm about 2 hours from you. Yeah. What, like Statesville? It's hot as hell in here. What? They got the AC going and everything, but they got food cooking and stuff. Like, that's one thing about, what's going on as far as my mom, my wife. They've been soldiers, getting all this stuff taken care of. Look at me, I'm sweating like a bit. Phew. Oh, it's angry without his glasses on. Oh. Oh man, that was funny, man. I can't believe that was a joke line. Like, we ain't never seen angry without his glasses on. Yeah, that's my protection. That's my protection. Y'all can't see me. Nah, but anyway. Yeah, see, JV, I thought it was beautiful, man. I thought it was beautiful. And I might, just for y'all, like I said before, I made a slideshow, and I'm going to ask his daughters if I can share it with y'all, or if they just want it intimate. I don't want to, break any rule or any wishes that they have. But if I can show you the slideshow that I made for him, it's only like 2 minutes and some change, but it just makes you smile. He was a Marvel lover. He loved the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and so I made the slideshow, Marvel theme. So it was dope. Yeah, Angry Cowboys Fan is Superman. Is also Superman without his glasses. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. I take these off. I'm Clark Kent. Oh, now I'm Superman. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This gives me my, you know, like my drive. Like, yeah, I'm cool man right here with my glasses on. Nah, I'm joking. But it was really cool to get on here and just holler at y'all, just to let y'all know what's going on, giving my perspective on the Dallas Cowboys. Says, which football team did your brother root for? He was on the cusp. He naturally, well, like when we were kids, he would go for Buffalo. Like he started liking Buffalo, then I started liking the Cowboys. He liked the Bills in '89. They were still going to Super Bowls. And I became a Cowboys fan, like, what was it, 90, 91? And so it was that. Then he switched to the Steelers for a little bit. I think that a chick he was seeing was a Steelers fan or something. But then when the Carolina Panthers came to North Carolina, we were at a crossroads. Like, all right, now our home state has a football team. Do we stay with our current football teams, or do we, go to the state's football team? I stayed a Dallas Cowboys fan, and Rick became a Carolina Panthers fan. So it was a bittersweet moment because we watched the draft together. It was a bittersweet moment when T-Mac went to the Carolina Panthers, because he was kind of like, oh, yes. He's like, oh man, like, I had been talking to Rick so long about the draft prospects, the Ashton Genties, Travion Henderson's, Marion Hampton, just different prospects. So when those prospects went off the board and they weren't to the Cowboys, his live feed was like 3 seconds before mine. And so he's like, "Oh," I'm like, no, don't tell me. No, no. Yep. No. Yep. Ashton Genty went to the Raiders. Like, damn it. Yeah, it's the same thing with Tedroy McMillan. He's just like, damn, yes. But yeah, that was his team. Whew, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. So yeah, oh, John said I went to the dispensary yesterday. Disposing of dispose of that evidence. I was disposing of some evidence before I came on live. I think that's why I'm sweating and shit. But and it's hot. But oh yeah, man, I'll leave y'all with this for real talk. I've been on almost an hour and a half. But I'm sitting out here, we got wooded area and stuff. I'm sitting out here last night with my homie Sin, and she's I'm like, what the hell is that? He's like, oh, that's the frogs. I was like, the frogs? They sound like that down here? Like, I ain't been down, I haven't lived down in North Carolina in a minute. It's been over 20 years. So I'm like, man, like, y'all got frogs out here like that? I mean, I could hear them. It sounded like a warning siren. Like, damn. So we still sitting there. We trying to listen to a couple songs and still sitting there hearing them frogs. I'm like, what kind of Battletoad y'all got out here, man? Shoot. If you are my age, you know what a Battletoad is. Yeah, the Budweiser frogs. Man, them motherfuckers was loud. It sounded like a 6-foot frog was down in the woods. I was like, dang. But anyway, and I think it was the last time that we was down here for that. I was down here for that 18 days. It was like, I saw that raccoon that was walking on the side of the road. I will never forget that raccoon, yo. Yeah, I will never forget that raccoon. Rocket Raccoon looked like he just got to work. Like he was walking, his back was all humped over. He was walking all slow, like he was regretting going home. Like, oh shoot, like his family was at home. Like, man, you done been at the bar too long. What's going on? And I watched that, man. I watched that raccoon walk all the way down the street, cross the street, and go into this trailer park over here. I was like, yeah, he went home. He went home. All right, man. So y'all, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all letting me get on here just to vent, talk about Dallas Cowboys, talk about real life stuff, everything that's going on with my brother. And I appreciate all the love, the support, the prayers. Y'all mean the world to me. And y'all definitely gonna be an agent in helping me get over my grief. You know what I'm saying? I knight you. I need y'all help. And I know my Dallas Cowboys family is going to be there to help me. But with that being said, I got to go ahead and get off here, get back to this funeral arrangements. But y'all know, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this later on and you're not subscribed, hit that red button. Please share the content. Let a Cowboys fan know what we do over here so we can get more people to join the fold. But y'all stay classy. Y'all stay just call somebody that you ain't called in a while. Do that favor for me. Call somebody that you ain't called in a while just to let them know you're still here and that you love them. All right, y'all. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out.